Oh, no.
It is a very exciting night, one that has been, I think, a long time overdue. As I am from this community, I grew up in this community, and I think that the things we're doing here are something that has been in the plans for a long time. This school was in the plans for our 10-year plan, capital outlay plan, and then we were working with TVA, kind of give you some backstory. We were working with TVA on trying to get some land because people in Claxton don't like to sell land, especially when you need enough to build a school on. And so we were working with TVA, but they were closing the same plan, and it was going to be a year or two down the road. And we talked to a lot of people about, because we needed about 20 acres to really and truly build a nice school. And just so happened, Jennifer called and said, "Hey, I think they just put the church up for sale across the road." And so I stopped what I was doing right then. We went over and had the people come over, and I think I called Scott Gilmore, our chairman of the board, and I said, "Hey, I think we found a place for Claxton School. I want to go ahead and tell them we want to buy it. I know you've not done anything, and we don't have money, but we need to make sure that we get this school." And so it just happened that everything fell in place, and the site is, I hope everybody knows, the site is across the road. There's about 30 acres there, and a lot of it's going up the hill, but it really is a great place. It already has a lot of the infrastructure that you need for a school, and it's the board had funds to purchase that, so that didn't have to go into the cost of the school, and so we've done that. And one of the things that Miss Williams, when we first started talking about it, she was very adamant. "I do not want to come out on a 4-lane road. Whatever you do, we need to be off the 4-lane road." I said, "Well, we're going to make sure that happens." So when we get to school, we'll start using the entrance and exit right now off Clinton Highway. But once the school is built, and you can come and look at the drawings, we'll be entering and exiting on Raccoon Valley Road. We have a right-of-way that will go to Raccoon Valley, and everything will be there. We've already started the preliminary work with TDOT on that intersection. We'll have a turn lane and everything like that. So those are some kind of the infrastructure things. MBI, I still call it Michael Brady, but MBI, they're sitting on here. They're the brain trust behind all the design work. They'll be with us throughout the build process and things like that. And they have been great to work with. We got with Jennifer and Ms. Coleman and says, "Okay, what's your wish list? What do you want the school to have? What do you need? What things don't you want to have in the school that you have in this school? What are some things that cause you problems?" And so she got with her group and they did some brainstorming. We took the best of that school. I called a lot of my other principals that have newer schools like Fairview and Andersonville and CRCS, and I said, "Hey, what would you change about your school now that you've been in?" And it was funny. The one thing that come up every time that we were talking about this video was in all of our schools, other than the high schools, Clinton probably, almost all of our nursing stations are in the office. They're in the front office. Well, in elementary school, when you have a nursing station, all your sick kids come right in through the office and everything like that. And so that was one of the things they said, if you could make a place where the nursing station was close to the front office, but the students didn't have to go in through the office. So that's one of the things we put in the design. Let me talk just a little bit about the design of the school. The building that is sitting on the property right now, that was the church, that building will be gutted, everything in it will be tore out, and we will go back, and that building will host the cafeteria and the gym. Okay? And so you'll have the cafeteria and the gym there. Then all the new buildings, which are classrooms, all of your office buildings and everything like that, administrative, all of that will be out front and on the side of the new building. It's about when you take in the new part and the old part, we're looking at almost 80,000 square feet. And so we're looking at this building will hold right at about 800 students. So we've got plenty enough room to expand. We've got plenty enough room to make sure that we really want to really make sure that where we're putting the classrooms at, they're in the right places. It's a whole lot easier and it's a whole lot cheaper to move a classroom on a piece of paper than it is once you put concrete in the ground. And at that point, it's hard to move. And so tonight, what we want to do is let you all ask questions. I'll talk some more about it in just a minute, but ask questions about it and things like that. We did have some estimates for the building, and all of this is going to cost, first estimate's right at $28 million. Okay? You say it real fast, it's still $28 million. The great thing about that, we want to do that without a tax increase. And what that means is we're also going to do it, and we're going to do it within our budget, but we're not going to take funds out of our operating capital. A lot of times places will try to build a school and they'll pull everything out and they'll pull all the funds that we use for our classroom supplies and things like that to make the payment. Well, we won't be doing that. We've got a great fund balance. We've got a great group that works with our finance, so we're going to be able to build this school. We are looking at selling this property to help offset the cost of that property. And we know that this is a prime piece of property here. There's about 18 acres here, and we'll be working with the county commission on how to follow through with that. A couple of things with the school. Our elementary, our K1 and 2 students, they will have a designated play area that will be between the old building and the new building, and it will be to where that you will not be able to see those students from the road. It will be enclosed. The initial drawings are, it will be like a turf place back in there for them to play. We can, when you come down, you can look at it. And then the 3, 4, and 5 will be out on the other end of the property, the furthest away from Clinton High School. We do hope to, if funds are available, we're going to have a place, we're going to call it an activity field at the bottom of the property. We really want to put in a structure there that we can have bathrooms in it, we can have a concession stand in it, we can have a place where people can come in and do birthday parties if they want to, or we can have field days, and I would love to see that become a focal point in the community where we could have some weekend festivals there, we could have some concerts, we could have some things like that, because it would be a great place to do that, because we've already got parking and things like that. We've talked about parking, and we had a group come in and do a study, a traffic study on Claxton School and on the new school. And one of the things that we wanted to make sure is that at the end of the day, when everybody's picking up, we don't stack cars out on Raccoon Valley. So we've got enough room to where we can stack all of our cars up on Raccoon Valley, off of Raccoon Valley, onto our driveway and onto our campus, to where where when people are picking up, they don't block traffic. As you know, that's really a safety hazard. When we do it here, we've got to block off both ways. And so that will be pretty neat. If you look, you can see they will come in off of Raccoon Valley, they will go on to behind the school, they'll circle around and come back up to the cafeteria. That's where they will be dropped off at. The buses will drop off in the front. Both the buses and the car riders will go out on Raccoon Valley. They'll merge in. And we really, truly think it will be a whole lot safer environment there. It'll be a metal roof. I don't know if anybody, but we really wanted to make it to where the maintenance is cost is the best we can do. So all the air conditioners will be up in the attic. There'll be a mezzanine up in there, and you'll be able to move things in and out up there. So you won't see any roof airs. You may have to see some for the old building, but we'll make sure that they're out of the way. We will be doing a facelift on the old building. We'll be taking it's kind of got some lock or something like. We'll be taking that off, and it'll have a new roof put on it inside. So everything's going to be in it. We are working with County Commission right now and with Cumberland Securities on the first bond issue. The first bond issue will be $10 million, and that will run us for about a year. I guess that's what I should say is we hope to break ground in January, and we hope to be 2 years from that, we hope to have the building complete. So that may be a little short on time, but we really hope to be in there, to be in by the next year when we start school. And it's really hard to change schools during the school year. We might be able to do that, but the best time to change is when we've got that 3 weeks in the summer, 3 months in the summer to do those things. It'll have a secure entrance when you come in. When the staff, when a parent or somebody comes in, the only way they'll be able to do is go in the front office, and then they will have, once they check in with the front office, then if need be, they can go out into the school. The other thing this building has is, I call it a bomb shelter, but it has where the STEM lab is and the art room and music room is, that place is built. It will have 12-inch block, and it will be full of concrete, and it'll have rebar in it, and it'll have a 12-inch solid concrete roof on it. So that is the block. That's the tornado. If you're going to have a weather problem, that's where everybody goes. It'll have its own air source, and it has bathrooms to where you can go to those if you had to stay in there a long time. I think it's a whole lot better than sitting in the hallway and putting your hands over your head, right? So that's one of the things you have to do in a new school, and it really and truly is going to be a great place to do those things. I think we have 4 classrooms for grade. Right now, we can go to 5 if we need to. But we really want to look at, we're starting out with 4 and have some extra classrooms, because as you know, sometimes you'll have 4 first grades, and then next year you'll have 5 second grades, and you'll have that, so we'll have the option to do some of those things that will be kind of fluid in there. All your K1 and 2 classrooms have built-in, they have their own restrooms in those. We have a Head Start here, you have your daycare is there. The daycare and pre-K, those rooms will have, not only will they have bathrooms, they will have kitchenettes in them. Your special ed classrooms, they will have the special handicap bathrooms, and they'll have kitchenettes in those. I know I'm forgetting something, so questions? Yes? No, they don't have to. To what we understand, we don't have to have it rezoned because it is a school. and it was a church there, so it doesn't have to have any rezoning done. How many people are excited about it? Yes, long overdue, right? Yes. Come on, somebody's got to have some more questions. Y'all did. Yes. Security. So all of the rooms they'll have the tag in, tag out blocks. Another thing will be too is the classrooms, all the material in this building will be concrete block walls, and it'll have polished concrete floors. So there will be no place for, one of the things with that is safety. If somebody comes in and wants to shoot through their concrete block walls. Okay? Yes. And then, like I said, is the front exit, the front entrance will be, you will have to go in through the office before you can get there. Then we've got an SRO station built into the front of that. And the way we've done it is you have the K1 and 2 wing on the left of this drawing, and then you have your 3, 4, and 5 up on the right of that. So they really will be separate. The only time you will have those up into the smaller grades will be if they're going to the STEM lab or into the music department. It will have a full-size gym with standards for volleyball. It'll have a concession stand. It'll have bleachers, and so you can have a tournament there anytime you want to. We will not have a wooden floor in the gym. We will have if you ever go to Grandos or CRCS, it will be a rubber floor, but it's all in one piece. It's not like the ones at Andersonville or Fairview that's got the little squares. It won't be that. It'll be, and those are the ones that they use for the Olympics. It's kind of an Olympic floor that they use. So you don't have to go back again about maintenance. These floors, just to redo one, we redid the floor at Norwood Elementary School this year. It's about $60,000 to redo the floor. So trying to save those funds and make it cost efficient. Any other questions? Ms. Williams or Mr. Gilliland, y'all want to say anything?
I'm just excited that this is finally going to happen, and from the get-go, Dr. Parrott knows I've always said I don't want the road coming out on Clinton Highway, so thank goodness I got my point across there, and can't wait for 2 or 3 more years till we're in the new building.
Yes, yes. I really and truly hope you don't say anything, Scott.
I'll come down here. First of all, I just want to say thanks for being here. It's always exciting when the community is interested in what we're doing. So, on behalf of the board, I can tell you we're very excited. We want to make this not only the showplace of Anderson County Schools, but the showplace of Anderson County. And as you've heard, we've got the possibility of having lots of community events there and making it a great place. So we're very excited. We hope you are too. And so thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you. And I think that goes to the great board we have, is they really and truly have a vision of where we want to be with the school system, and Claxton is right in there. And I'm going to be around till it's, unless they run me off, I'm going to be around till I want to cut the ribbon on the new school. So, any other questions? Yes.
The Claxton sign, the concrete Claxton sign, that's in here as part of the school since 1930. Paula Anderson, a 7th grade teacher, when she started teaching here in 1930. She's the one that got on the page for that. She probably got out there and built it herself. She was just that type of person. So I would like to know exactly what plans are for that. I wanted to go to middle school, or at least be reserved for 3 years. But if the land's sold, then there's no guarantee there won't be maintained. But I would like to see that Claxton Heritage Park.
That sounds good. That's something we'll write down, and thank Jim for taking notes, so we will take care of that. Somebody else has a question right here. Yes.
Curious what performances might take place for music.
So here's what's pretty neat that I forgot to tell you. So between the cafeteria and the gym, there will be a stage. And so that stage will be double-sided. So you can have a large audience on the gym side with the bleachers, or if you're doing a small one, you can do it on the cafeteria side. So you'll have it on both sides. There will be bleachers facing the stage, yes. Here's what we can do is we're going to be around for a long time and to ask questions. If you've got questions of the architectural team, you can ask them if you want to ask us, or Ms. Coleman will be here. I'm going to stop this formal part and let you all come down and just walk around and look at it. If you have questions, I'll be here to answer. Okay? Again, thank you for coming. If you have some questions that you don't want to talk to me about, or you remember or something, there's pieces of paper over here you can write and put it in the little box over here, suggestions, things like that, because your input, we're at the point now, we've done all we can do, we need your input for the final drawings, okay? Again, thank you for coming, and thank you for your support of Anderson County Schools.